man. Detroit versus everybody, man. Detroit, we rep the hardest, man. We gain the hardest. You know what it is, man. Detroit, CJ, holla at your boy when we get home.
All right, man. Let's talk about Charlo. He talked about fighting Lubin again, and also I got the purses for Charlo, and they guaranteed in the full purses for Charlo and Castaño if they do end up fighting tonight, which I think they can resolve a glove gate. I think it's too much money on the line. We got people coming to support the main event. They're saying in boxing, at least Bob Arum says that nobody comes for the co-features or the undercard. They come for the main event. So I'm not, and we can talk about the ticket sales too, man, as well too. So let's get to all of that, man. Let's get to all of that. But I do appreciate everybody for tapping in, sharing the videos. They fighting at the with the AT&T Center where the San Antonio Spurs play at. So I'm about to buy me a ticket. Not for real though. All right, so let's get into it, man. Got Young Mason here, man. Still clean. So I'm looking at the ticket sheet. Let's start off there first. Instead, we're gonna talk about Lubin and the ticket sheet. So we got the ticket sheet up, and for the most part, man, they got a lot of it sold, unless a lot of it closed off. But if you want to go down to San Antonio, I think the fight, they were saying just got to call the fight is back on, or his manager always do this, so just got to call saying the fight it's more likely back on. So for the most part, they sold a lot of the tickets, but you can get on the floor for $250. So it's not expensive at all, and that's because Castaños don't carry a name, not because Charlo don't carry a big name. More Castaños don't carry a name, so I mean you can be sitting halfway on the floor. That's $150. So I mean this is a fight I would have loved to win too if the undercard was a little better. But yeah, you got great tickets, man. They got a few tickets left. Got a couple seats behind the media left. I know those tickets running for $250 behind the media. So yeah, you're getting, close to the ring. Most of the ring seats are gone. They give away a lot around the ring seats to celebrities and people that want to come, and they sell a lot too, especially when the ring seats probably $300, $250, $350. That's a hell of a deal. So but yeah, I just got a call, man. Don that said that he reached out to some sources that said that the fight probably gonna go on. That Castaño's manager did it with Madonna one day. He does that regularly, so more than likely the fight is back on. But want to play, Mason want to play. We call him Blood Boy. But yeah, I mean the ticket prices are good, man. They say cost of living in Texas is pretty cheap. Historically, it's been like that. I mean, back when Texas was still, and a lot of it still is developing. Man. So, yeah, historically, especially the 90s when it was still developing places and neighborhoods, hella cheap. You get you a $300,000 home anywhere else. Well, up here it'd be like $150, $100 down there. But they started to really, they got so much space down there. They started to really, pretty much, build using all that area and building it. But yeah, good tickets. It's in San Antonio, where the Spurs play, AT&T Center. Texas big as hell. How far is San Antonio from somewhere else? I don't know. But Charlo, man. Jermell says, I actually have no interest in Lubin rematch, but if I have to fight him, I will. All right, San Antonio. Jermell Charlo beats Castaño on Saturday night and remains at 154 pounds. Remains at 154 pounds. A rematch with Lubin will be inevitable unless Charlo decides to give up the WBC Super Welterweight title. Nearly 4 years after Charlo knocked Lubin out with one punch in the first round, Lubin is the mandatory challenger for Charlo in WBC Championship again. Houston's Charlo understandably believes he has nothing to prove by boxing Lubin again and would prefer to face other opponents if he conquer Castaños. I actually have no interest in fighting in that fight. Charlo told Boxing Scene following the press conference Thursday at the Thompson San Antonio Riverwalk Hotel. Quote, I don't know. I have to see. If I've got to fight my mandatories, and I'll fight my mandatories. That's what I did. That's the reason why I got in this position for their first fight. That's why he got in the position for the first fight. When he was facing my mandatories. But, quote, if I have to fight him, I'll fight him. You know what I'm saying? Whatever my management tell me to do, I'll get there and fight any one of those guys because they all were warriors. Okay, left-handed Lubin was just 22 years old and challenged Charlo in October 2017 at the Barclays Center's. Charlo, remember that wasn't even a main event, that was an undercard. Charlo caught a vulnerable Lubin with a short right and sent Lubin to the canvas. Awkward 28 seconds going into the open round, a scheduled 12-round bout. Lubin struggled while attempting to get up from the staggering shot, so much that the referee Harvey Dock waived the end of the title fight at just 2 minutes 41 seconds and opened the bell. The 25-year-old Lubin have won 6 fights since Charlo knocked him out, including 6-round stoppage over IBF, IBO, WBA champion Jason Rosario, former Jason Rosario last year. Lando's Lubin, 24-1-17, knocked Rosario to the canvas twice during 6 rounds before the scheduled 12-round WBC elimination match was stopped in June 26 at State Farm Arena last month. 31-year-old Charlo wasn't overly impressed by Lubin's win because IBF, WBA, WBC champion feels he softened up Rosario. In Rosario's previous fight, Charlo floored Rosario 23-1 with 14 knockouts once apiece. In the first fight, 6/8 round, knocked out the Dominican with the body shot during the 8th round, September 26th at the Mohegan Sun in Newcastleville, Connecticut. Quote, man, I did all that damage to Rosario, so I don't care about it, Charlo said in reference to Lubin. I really didn't look at it like that. He needs to fight somebody much tougher. I exposed Rosario basically, and now they think they did something. If Lubin wanted to prove something, he should have just tried to prove it against one of the top tier guys like Lara. Those are the matchups I faced. Those are the type of matchups I faced. I faced tough matchups my whole career, but you never fought Lara. How you gonna tell this man to go fight Lara and you never fought Lara? That's my gripe with him. How you gonna tell somebody to fight Lara and you didn't fight Lara? You know, how you need to go do this? You didn't fight Lara. Lara at 160 now, man. I know he got a belt at 154 too, that fake belts. But yeah, how you gonna tell him to go do something you never did? Those type of fights I fought. You didn't fight Lara. A lot of people said you ducked Lara. You know, that's the one guy you did duck. So, you know, what about Nathaniel Gallimore? Did he soften up Rosario fight? I mean, I know Rosario got the opportunity to catch his breath and get better and all that shit. But like I said, I mean, I like seeing him fight Jack Cole, Clyde, Tim Zoo, guys like that. But I mean, he on mandatory. That's what he had to do. You know, so no, you gotta either fight him or not. You know, I know point to go fighting Conwell, Vargas, Brandon Adams, Tony Harrison. You know, if you ain't gonna move up, then you gotta fight him. You know, and Lubin got a better chance. All he gotta do is make it 29 seconds, over 28 seconds out the first round. You know, and he already improved his chances to begin with. So, like I said before, you know, don't tell somebody to go do something that you wasn't willing to do, because him and Lara ain't been stablemates in years. You know, people said you was stuck in Lara. That's the one guy you didn't fight. That's the real OG of the division. So, you know, don't be telling people to go do shit you didn't do. But that's my thing. These boxers today is funny. He went from saying I'll fight Danny Garcia anytime, any place, to Danny Garcia and Crawford got to fight each other and earn the spot. I mean, look, man, you ain't got the star status to turn down, you know, fights like that. You know what I'm saying? You know, you don't have the star status. Those supposed to be easy pickings for you, especially Danny Garcia. So he ain't got the star status to say no to big money fights. But and he also talked about moving up. You know, he said he'll move up because his twin there. We'll see. But let's talk about the purses. He's guaranteed $1 million, and Castaño's guaranteed $500,000. Charlo gonna take home $3.5 million. They saying in total payout. So he's gonna take home $3.5, and Castaño's gonna take home $1.25, $1,250,000. So those are good payouts for him. You know, Charlo almost bringing home $4 million in total payouts. That's good, and you know, for somebody in the division that don't have a lot of notoriety, that's a good payday. Great payday, man. And Keith Thurman was making $3.5. And they was paying him that back in the day to fight Bundu, you know, because, you know, guys didn't want to fight him like Paulo Malignaggi and, you know, whoever Floyd Mayweather and stuff. So that's a really good payday, man. And, you know, it's a good payday, man. And Castaño's getting the payday. He's getting $1 million. So I heard that fight's still going to pop off. So that's a great fight, man. Really good fight. Y'all know I can check out the prediction video, see what I pick. But I heard it's back on like hot butter popcorn, and War was really never off. It was a tactic that to sell the fight, I guess. But yeah, it is what it is. Let me know what you guys think. Don't forget me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can reach out if you have a business question, inquiry, sponsorship, video request. On my social media link subscription, Twitter's the fastest way, than Facebook, then Instagram. On link subscription, Facebook group link there as well too. You can reach out when I advertise your business on the channel, chop it up, video request, whatever it may be. Want to make a financial donation? Cash App, CJ Good 313. That's in the description. PayPal link there as well too. Appreciate the love support. One time for one time. Peace.